This podcast is brought to you by thecouchcommentators.shop. Help support the channel by purchasing your Couch Commentators merchandise using the link below.
Welcome back to the Couch Commentators podcast, the fastest growing podcast in the nation, and some may say the world. I have James and Dan by my side, as usual. Gentlemen, how are we, Dan?
Yeah, not too bad. Had a relaxing day at home, relaxing weekend, you know.
Relaxing weekend.
Bit of a sad Saturday, but I'm sure we'll get into that later.
Somber Saturday.
On the Saturday.
But we had a good time, but
Yes.
yeah. It was rough for some.
Me
and
Brandon realised we were autistic, but...
Yeah. Look, it happens to the best of us. James.
I found out my podcast members are autistic. That was a bit rough.
We did an autism test.
Turns out that autism test was just Cards Against Humanity.
We rated the highest percentage. How was your weekend, mate?
It was good. The poor Bloods lost.
That was
That
right.
hurt.
We do have that lined up for later. We're going to get in depth about AFL, guys, so look forward to that.
I was thinking about doing a Swans today and just not showing up.
Did not show up, yeah. What's that photo mean? Oh, I'm just not going to show up today. Okay. Good stuff, gentlemen. Good to hear you guys are going well and swell. As for me, obviously, we won the prelim, so I'm fucking ecstatic. The NRLW team off to a grand final. I've always said it. NRLW is the main competition. The rest doesn't matter. But look, we get into that later. Just know that I'm happy. Actually, I have an announcement, guys.
Uh-oh.
I have to apologise to one man, Aiden Earl. I'm sure he's probably going to bring it up in the speak pipe later, but here's the apology early, mate. I want to start the podcast off early saying I'm sorry. Penrith are just too good. Nathan Cleary's schlong is massive, and he flopped it out on show for everyone to see, and he genuinely could be a future immortal if he plays similar to that in the grand final, wins that, and keeps going forward. But yeah, too good. And that's all I'll say about that. We'll get more in depth into the game later. But yeah, sorry, Aiden. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's the announcement done. Accountability. I believe we suck again, guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
I promised to win, but didn't happen.
It's funny, the podcast gets in like small streaks, whether it just be like me and you get a couple of wins each and then it just disappears.
Maybe all next week, scrap the horse racing, just all put a fucking one multi on the grand final game. Each of us have a grand final multi, or maybe do that and have a horse. I don't know.
Might be a good idea.
Something to get us off the bottom of the barrel right now.
Penrith to win.
Yeah.
1-12.
Melbourne's gonna win.
Brian Toller to score.
I've already look, we'll talk about that later, but I might be back in Melbourne for the win there, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, Oztag review.
Strap in for this one.
Strap in for this one. So we come back, gentlemen. We've come back from our suspension. We've served it. We come back. We play pretty abysmal. It was raining. Down 8-1. Could not hold the ball. One completed set, and it was because James set up a try off of zero tackle.
Yeah, off the kickoff.
So that was a one completed set for the half. And
Mind you, we were playing the team coming first. I'm pretty sure they're coming first.
But look, I think we definitely could have done a better performance in general. As for the second half, I think it ended up being like 5-5 or whatever, and we completed sets. We scored tries. I got one. A couple other players got some tries, but the talking point of the game had to be one Aiden Earl getting sin binned and then suspended again. So what happened was, I'm sure he's going to ask our opinion of what happened, and I'm going to say it right now. He fucking body checked this 5'4" bloke. It was another zero tackle play. It was like to the end of the game, so it was like, fuck it. I kicked it through. Me and Aiden sprinted through to chase it. He, a bit quicker than me, was with this 5'4" bloke who's also pretty rapid, so I was probably 10 yards behind. And then they're body to body, shoulder to shoulder, and then Aiden just drops the fucking, just leans in and drops him. The short bloke kind of falls off a bit. Aiden goes to pick up the ball. Then the short bloke grabs him and fucking judo throws him.
The hip drop of significant.
Aiden L got hip dropped. He got judo thrown by a 5'4" bloke, and he got suspended for a week because of it. So cop that.
When he laid on the ground doing nothing.
Yeah, I'm glad that our team didn't get suspended this time. That's a fucking plus.
Shout out to Freddie for that.
Yeah, thank you, Freddie Ortega. But yeah, that's the Oztag review this week. I hope you look forward to the next.
Hopefully next week we don't have any suspension.
All in brawl. In brawl.
We're getting kicked out of the comp this week.
Okay, now to the list of the questions. The best part of the podcast brought to us by you. Not too many this week. Which is it's funny because look, we talked about changing the day of when we put it up so we can have more questions. We change it to Sunday. No one gives us questions. Maybe we bring it back to Monday. I don't know.
I don't think anyone's looking on the Sunday.
Yeah, it just didn't go as well as planned, and we will be reneging on our promise to do it Sundays.
Going back to Mondays.
Back to Mondays.
Still recording on Mondays.
Yes. For the questions though, we have one, and it's from Dan. Hey Dan.
How's it going, boys?
What is the funniest, most fucked up dating app story you guys have had? And look, because you've asked the question, Dan, I want to hear your answer.
Alrighty. So this happened to me recently.
Ooh.
And I haven't told you guys this because I wanted to save it for the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So I matched with this girl on a dating app and talking and all this for a couple of days. And then, asking her the just normal questions, getting to know each other. And then, I asked her, who do you live with? Do you live alone? Do you live with your parents or any friends or anything? And then she just straight out says, I live with my husband. I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. Why the fuck you on a dating app? I haven't deleted or blocked someone as fast in my life as I ever did that day.
You could have been a part of the cuck relationship.
I would have sat in the corner.
No, I think it's the opposite. I think the husband wants to be in the fucking cuck corner. They want big man Dan on full display.
Bro, I was like, what the fuck
Holy
is this,
crap.
bro? This is fucked
That's
up.
beautiful. That's good stuff. I don't know if we can top that, James. Your story? You got any?
I don't know. I didn't really come prepared.
What could I say? I mean, fuck. I've gone on a couple good dates. One was fucking. We went to Christmas light shopping. Fucking not shopping. Watching. We went and fucking walked around the whole of. I can't remember the place where it was, but the whole time she was just talking about a kid, and I'm going, get me out of here! I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here! Then she drove as well, so then when she dropped us back, I was like, yeah, goodbye. But that was I'm sorry to her, but yeah, it wasn't.
I've heard
really
that story,
looking,
but you never said she had a kid before.
Yeah. Wasn't looking to be a dad.
You're looking to be a daddy.
Yeah.
I know most of my dates are if it's not good, it's just boring. I don't have any fucked up the stories.
No cut corner situations.
No cut corner situations. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, damn,
Why has all the
damn.
fucked up shit been happening to me lately? Last week I killed a cat.
cat killer.
Now the cut corner.
The cut corner cat killer.
One time I was just drunk and just got a girl just to pick me up so I could go get Macca's.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That's funny. That's funny.
Shout out to her. Also, for the fans that didn't know, Dan killed a cat last week, and look, there's rumors that this cat hasn't been found. And,
Look, I didn't go back to look at the cat. But, we move.
Ought to be a plastic bag, not a plastic bag. Okay. Now, we go to the next question. It's from Kerry Fias. Honest team reviews, lads. The season's over for all of us, so let's give our team reviews. James, mate, Parramatta, fought for the spoon bowl.
Yeah, look, it was a year plagued with injury and internal drama. Look, any team that misses their star halfback for most of the season and sacks their coach in the same year is going to struggle to find wins. And we were a team that really struggled to find wins. We were in a lot of games, in front in even more games. And just couldn't get the job done too many times. Like even if we just in the back end of the season, there was like 3 or 4 leads that we gave up that were massive. You win them, all of a sudden we're like 2 or 4 points out of the 8. So it was not a good year, and you'd almost call it a disaster. But I think those couple of saving graces, like the team's still good. It's just getting it back on track. Jason Riles coming in, save us, please.
In Jason, we trust.
Rilesy.
Dan, honest team review.
I feel like 2024 has been a massive roller coaster.
Mm.
We win 1 week, we lose the next. We win 2 weeks, we lose the next. It's just been up and down, but positives to come out of this year. We were fighting for the 8 for majority of the year. Lost a couple good players in Zach Lomax, mainly.
Start of year, everyone thinking you'd be the Spooners as well.
Yeah, everyone doubting us, thinking we're going to win the Spoon. So I'd say things are looking up for the Dragons if we can make some good signings over the off-season.
Nice. As long as Ben Hunt doesn't leave Stockholm Syndrome.
Look, if he leaves, Braden Trindle, we're coming for you.
That's fair. Okay, Sharks honest team review. I think we've success. I think we've succeeded. Look, we could have went higher, obviously, but coming up against the fucking 3-time champions was tough. We did have similar to Eels, where we had injuries to both of our halves throughout the season and or drug scandals. So we didn't play a full team together for the whole year, which could have really helped them gel, considering this was their first year together. Other than that, team's looking good. Forward pack's looking good. Adam Fanua-Blake on the way. I think we go one step further next year, make it to the grand final. Who knows?
And get beat by Penrith.
Probably get beat by Melbourne if Penrith losing Jerome and Fisher. But who knows? I haven't got my crystal ball out, but I think we did do well. We got our first semi-final win, monkey off the back stuff. So on to bigger things. Hopefully Nico doesn't get as much fucking pressure, but of course he will throughout the next year. Even if he fucking gets us to another final series, he'll still get fucking peppered. But look. Good. I would say an A- for us.
Solid.
Yeah, solid effort from the Cronulla team. Would love to hear your guys' team reviews of maybe the Tigers. Maybe Lucas can throw one in. That would be nice. Good stuff though. Now we go to the speak pipes, and I look forward to these because I've seen what the title of the first one is.
Thank you for just skipping that question.
Thank you for skipping that question. Holy fuck! Jesus Christ!
Yeah, I'm not doing your one, Matt. Unfortunately, that.
I was not answering it.
Yeah.
I was just going to sit here in silence.
We have morals and we have respect for ourselves, Matt. So ask a better question next week. Okay. This one's from Matty C.
Hey, boys. Just wanted to let you know I found something quite concerning with me, actually. So, before kick-off for the prelims, I turned around to my missus and was like, someone's going to get knocked out in a prelim and it might stop them from playing a grand final. And then I sent in an audio question to you boys about Kevin Walters getting sacked. And that came out of the blue and he got sacked out of nowhere. So, boys, here's a tip for you. Penrith are going to win the comp.
Ooh.
What a way for them to go out. They lost their first grand final to Storm, and now they get a chance to rectify it. But also, my quick question for you is, do you reckon there should be a gap between the prelims and the grand final of more than 11 days? So maybe a week off in between, because no players should miss a grand final because of a head knock. We're just lucky that the head knock was in the losing team. What are your thoughts?
There you go. Matt, the Mystic Matt, they calling him. Jeez, he's I didn't realize he asked the Kevin Walters question that he got sacked.
But like, his Nostradamus things are for negative things.
Yeah.
Because I did also see him rock up to our AFL Grand Final day and say, Swans are morals when we were up by 2 goals, and we know how that went.
So he's positives are also negatives. But as for his question on should we have an 11-day period, I like that. I could see that as a possibility, just so like players can play.
The AFL do it as well, and obviously it wouldn't have mattered for the prelim, but for example, like a Ramy and syndesmosis,
Yeah.
you have that week off, and you will get most of the players ready to play that grand final. Sure, players will be playing hurt anyway, but
Yeah.
you freshen them up, you get the best product.
To be freshened up because his shoulder's a bit bummed from the weekend.
Yeah, was it Harry Grant's calf was a bit tight during the game.
Awareness.
Hughes had a stiff neck. Like all these little bumps and bruises, you just have a week off. Like the AFL do it, and it's probably one of the smartest things they do.
Yeah, that and having the grand final a week early on a midday as well. It's
But
so good.
if we push our grand final back, that means it'll be on the same weekend we could start a week earlier.
We could take a week off the season. There's no rule that we have to be 27 rounds long.
As I was saying, it would be the same weekend as Bathurst, and the grand final wouldn't be on a long weekend anymore.
Look, all the players are asking for less games, to be fair.
Yeah, 27 games in 1 year is just fucked.
Just ask Ponga.
Yeah, or you could as we said, you could play a week earlier, and then you're starting even earlier, which is good for us.
We're starting in the middle of March instead of the start of April.
Yeah. Look, I wouldn't mind it, but yeah. But yeah, as for your pick of Panthers, look, I know you love Jerome Luai. And look, he's not at the Tigers yet. You don't have to glaze him yet.
Because we're all getting fucking sick of it.
Okay, next question. It's called Bird's Eye.
Hey, boys, quick question. On Saturday night, should we have had fish and chips for dinner? Because, boy, those sharks were cooked. Love to hear your thoughts, boys. Fuck you, Dan.
Fuck you, Dan. So the question is, should we have fish and chips? We had some nice chicken. It was pretty good.
Good steak.
Good steak.
And some raw chips.
And some raw chips.
They were warm chips.
Someone was hungry.
Look, should we have had fish and chips? I'm not really a big fish and chips guy.
Neither am I.
And for dinner, I don't know.
I'll say yes because it makes sense. Okay, mate.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And fuck you, Dad.
Hey, I can hit you.
I will say, having Matt here, I made sure I did not sit next to the bloke while the game was on because I just couldn't have him, just...
Wait, he was sitting right there and you were sitting there.
Yeah.
And he did hit you at one stage, so...
Yeah, mentally I checked out when I was sitting next to him. And then at the start I was obviously over there as well.
Mentally I checked out when I got here.
Yeah. He hit me several times. It was assault.
That's assault, brother.
I will be charging him with assault. Our lawyers will speak to yours, Matt. But yes, no. On to the next question. Fuck Minto Oztag.
I wonder who this is from.
Hey, g'day boys. Oztag
G'day.
review for the week. I think this was potentially my worst ever week of results in Oztag since I've ever been playing. So Monday started a new comp out at Rellenvale. We came up against a team where I think the youngest bloke would have been about 37. And they pumped us, I think, 12-7. So that was brilliant. On Tuesday,
That's embarrassing.
we lost again in mixed at Minto. That was, you'd look at it and go 15-16 loss. Fuck, what a high scoring game. Fucking yeah. Well, the other team only had 6 people, and halfway through, one of them got sent off. So they only had 5 for the game. We still lost. So that was brilliant. And then Wednesday, into Yannan, played like absolute fucking shit. Decided we didn't want to hold the ball. We decided, couldn't be bothered. And then Mighty Ducks. Well, the team didn't get suspended this game, which was, a positive. But somehow I managed to. I got judo flipped from behind. from someone with small person syndrome. So, fucking awesome by Charles Tag. Fuck.
Oh, sounds tough. Sounds rough.
Poor Aiden.
The fucking 15-16 got me.
Yeah,
It sounds like a good score.
The Monday night game got me. Our youngest
Oliver,
bloke is
37.
37.
Fucking hell, that's
Oh.
tough. Oh, mate. Oh, mate.
Pain.
Hopefully,
At least you have a full week to.
yeah, hopefully this week's better. Oh,
Spain
wait.
it out, yeah.
He's probably playing tonight, Monday.
yeah, he's got
But
a Ellen Vale.
would he be allowed to play in mix tomorrow
I
night?
don't think so. I don't
Nah,
think so.
nothing at mid-toe. He's definitely wouldn't be allowed that. But look, at least there's positives. There's positives, you know.
Yeah.
There's always next week. Yeah. And I'm guessing one positive will be from our next speak pipe. It's from Up the Riff.
Hey, boys. Me again. Just wondering if you'd like to hear a joke.
Yes, I'd love to.
Cronulla Sharks.
Ah,
Hope you boys got a good laugh out of that.
I did.
Pretty good joke, I thought.
I chuckled.
Yeah, Leachy, hope you're crying.
mm,
I hope I get my apology that you said that you would deliver me.
Mhm.
And also, in regards to the inheritance of Ken's shitbox car, I kid you not, the dickhead has actually put me in his will for that car. I'm not even kidding. I begged him not to, but he didn't. He didn't listen. And in terms of fixing his car, I'm not actually a mechanic. I'm an auto electrician, and I have a strict no fluids policy. And he is the only person that somehow manages to consistently break that rule and somehow still get his car fixed. I've kind of had enough of it. I wish the car would just actually explode. Yeah, this keeps coming. I really wish he'd just fucking sell it.
that's good.
And then we got a really interesting one coming up. That
Yeah.
I'm going to say, speaking of Ken's car,
I just firstly want to, obviously the joke was great. You're a comedian. Ha ha ha. I think we played well. So, and then as for the inheritance, I'm so glad it
That's
goes to
great.
you, mate.
It's going to someone.
The amount of work you've put into it, you deserve it. So, but the next one, the speak pipe is the Lamborghini of work utes. I also love how he has a no fluid policy.
Yeah, g'day, boys. Buddy, what's happening?
Oh, not much, mate.
Yeah.
A speak pipe live from the car. The bonnet's not up. No warning lights. No nothing. I don't know if Aiden has anyone's filled you in either, but the joke's actually on him because legally in my will, when I went and updated everything, I actually left him this car in the will. So joke's on him. And yeah, look, it hasn't been paying his bills or anything. I think he's actually lost money on this car. He's definitely lost time. For a point, his family stopped talking to him because he spent so much money just reviving this thing. His missus was going to leave him. Yeah, it's been pretty bad, but I would have felt, worse if I didn't leave it to him. But yeah, I just wanted to fill you in on that. Also, got a chance to watch you guys play last week. Wow, what poo that was! Yeah, look, if someone could help out James, that would be great because I don't think he can carry that team any more than what he possibly did. Leachy had some good moments. Dan with the pickup of the century, that was good, bro. He dominated. Not keen to watch your next game.
Oh yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
completely forgot I made that 7-foot crater in the ground when I picked up that ball.
Well, firstly, we got the other side of the story. Aiden's in trouble, in debt.
he's going to be fixing this car for the rest of his life.
Whether he likes it or not.
He's going to be fixing it till he's fucking 90 years old.
Walk out there with his walker. Fucking.
And then when Ken passes at 99, he will then get the car. Which is going to be great. Look forward to that, Aiden. As for James's carrying,
Yeah, especially
that,
that
mate?
first half, it would have been nice to have some help.
How's the sore back?
Yeah, look, if I was quick, maybe I could carry more, but carrying without speed in Oztag is pretty hard.
Right, especially off those kickoffs, you were just taking them all, and no one was doing anything.
I would like to put my hand up to say I didn't have the best first half. Second half, as he said, the good moments came. Got a try. I got one try that I was so close to getting. I kicked it through and I fucking dropped it over the line. Made a fucking, I would say 30, 40 meter break, and then the 5'4" bloke caught me. I should have fucking shouldered him like Aiden did or something. But unfortunately, yeah. But James's carrying skills, he's back sore. Sore. We need a fucking Panadol or Nurofen to sponsor the podcast for James's back for back pain, please.
We're actually getting a masseuse at the next game.
Yeah.
Just for James at halftime.
Speaking of masseuses, we have our next one from
Brandon's personal.
Henry Flute.
You almost said it right.
Yeah, I always said it right.
Oh no, I just see the next one.
Hi guys, it's Henry here again today. Hi Dan.
Hey mate.
Hi James.
Oh, Henry.
Hi Pookie. I got a chance to come down and watch tag again this week. I was very happy. Brandon was playing again. I was very happy. I was excited for it all day that day. They tried to not let me on the field, but I managed to find a ladder up the side of the light post. I got to watch it up there. Just before I forget, thanks for getting the dogs out last week, Brandon. That was a treat. Anyway, it was a very fiery game. I don't know much about football, but yeah, I thought you were exceptional, Brandon. There was a breakaway and there was even a fight too. I seen one of your teammates got upended and crash tackled to the ground, and I was waiting, make sure nobody touched Brandon. But he was safe. He was safe. But I was ready. I was ready for you, Brandon. I'll never let him hurt you. Anyway, I look forward to your next game. Love you.
Thank you,
Me
Henry.
and Ken did actually see him up on the light post.
Yeah,
You did?
wow.
Wow.
We've seen the ladder up there.
I did see.
Hey, Henry, how's it going?
I seen a light post shaking a bit up there. I was wondering
That
what
was
it
the
was. Wonder what it was. Oh, great to have you there, mate. Stories that they tried to keep you off the field. It's weird.
Yeah.
Weird to know that my AVO's not working.
It's funny because we don't actually know what Henry looks like. So, like,
Yeah.
how are they stopping him from getting on the field?
Who knows? Who knows? Good to have you there, though. And look, it was luckily I didn't get in the fight. Otherwise, who knows what could have happened.
Henry would have jumped off the
Yeah.
light pole and fucking.
Good
Top
news,
ropes.
good news, Henry. The dogs are out again.
The dogs are out again. Back-to-back dog week.
The dogs.
The dogs.
God.
Okay, next
Oh,
one.
God.
I'm really, really looking forward to this one.
Oh,
News
God.
from Toby Wallace. And he asked, have you seen my cat?
Toby, I'm sorry.
Hi, mate. Name's Toby here.
Hey,
A
Toby.
young fella listens to the podcast, and he was just telling me a few things. I actually happen to have a white cat that went missing last week. He told me to ask you guys if yous knew anything about it. He's white. He's fluffy. Goes by the name Eric.
Eric.
Boys, I'd really like it if you guys could help me get him back, because, mate, he's a bit of me best friend. The misso left me. Kids hate me. I reckon I've got a drinking problem. Xander, get your old man a beer, would ya? Yeah, thanks, Cat. They think
Cat.
I've got a bit of a drinking problem, but, mate, that's subjective. But anyway, boys, if you could help me get me cat back, that'd be good. Need a bit of pussy in my life, and I'm a bit upset that it hasn't come home. It's been over a week. All right. Anyway, boys, hooroo. Who's who in the zoo? Keep talking about your sports and whatever else it is, mate.
Oh,
Toby, for legal reasons, we don't know where your cat is.
but Dan's going to go for driving. He's going to drive around looking for this cat. And
Eric
see if
was
he
his
can-
name. Here, Eric.
Dan's going to drive around and see if he can get a hit on the cat.
I've heard.
But, like, find it.
Yeah.
Look, Toby, you doubted your luck. I know this. I've heard from this speech, and it's good to hear your kid Xander, I believe, is a big fan of the podcast. But we will not stop at finding this cat for you. Dan specifically
I will
will go
search night and day to
find
find
Eric.
you some pussy.
Finding Eric is our highest priority on this podcast.
Yep.
And I believe it's completely unrelated to the cat Dan hit with his car last week, which was also white and fluffy.
Yeah.
Uh,
Don't
And
think
it's
it went by
also unrelated to the new blanket.
yeah.
and the new pillows.
Here, Eric. Look. Okay, next question. Oh, that's all for the
that's
speak
all.
pipe, gentlemen.
I gotta go.
No cats were harmed in the recording of this podcast.
Yes, we are trained professionals. Okay, now that's all for the listener questions. Thank you guys. Keep sending them in, and we'll be bringing that back to Monday.
Yes.
Okay, now we go to NRL talk, gentlemen. Obviously, some big games happened over the weekend, but I want to get into the main ones, and that is the New South Wales Cup happened. And I watched this game, gentlemen, because the Newtown Jets versus the North Sydney Bears. And the Newtown Jets are the Sharks reserve grade team, which is great. So they're a suburb out of, obviously, the Shire. Newtown, a very well-known suburb in the Shire.
Would you say, Brendan, though, that this game is shocking?
This game is shocking.
I'd say it was a pretty killer game.
Yeah.
This one right here.
Yeah, this one right here was
this
pretty
one
killer
right
game.
here.
I would say it was a great game. 28-22.
Yeah, pretty killer game.
Yeah, so this is a Sydney Morning Herald article. The Newtown Jets New South Wales Cup Grand Final win on Sunday literally killed their former president.
Yeah. They partied pretty hard in the streets of Newtown.
It wasn't the fact that he partied.
Poor Barry Vinning had suffered a heart attack while watching the game. He was 85. So, just want
Rest
to
in
say,
peace, Barry.
Rest in peace, Barry. Condolences to the family.
Look, my heart was pumping through the game. Barry was as well. This game was back and forth. Jets always held the lead, but only ever by like 2 points, and it was just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then the last try, I think it was Braden Hamuele, just crosses over, reaches out, slams it down. Look, good stuff for our depth of the Sharks. It was we had a team in the Jersey flag. They lost to the Bulldogs 14-12. That was also a good game. I watched all of them because I was so down from the day before. Had to watch my team get some wins. And Jersey flag was a great game. They were up 14-0, the Dogs, and then Sharks come back to 14-12. Just couldn't get the job done. They had like 2 sets on their line and just couldn't cross. Great defense from the Dogs, and that's also back-to-back wins in Jersey flag for the Bulldogs. So
Not bad.
their depth is coming through as well, which is good. But yeah, for the New South Wales Cup, they go on to versus the Devils now, the Jets. So that'll be a big game. The Devils have a week off, so they're a bit more rested. Where the Jets are still partying. Rest in peace, Barry. I guess they're drinking a couple for him, pouring one out for Baz.
The Jets will have all their NRL players coming.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying to James. Did we just stack the team? Did
You
we
just put Trindle in halves,
just like drop everyone back? Atco comes in, fucking everyone comes
Trindle
in.
and Atco in.
Yeah.
halves.
Hero would have played 4 games there this year. Does that count?
Yeah, fucking chuck him in. I think Royce Hunt played a couple games down there, so just stack the team for the game, for the grand final day.
Fucking put Nico at fullback.
Yeah, surely he played a couple games while he was injured there.
Yeah.
Trindle played 1 game when he came back from his suspension, didn't he?
Yeah, surely. Just chuck them all in. I can't see that going bad. Next game I did want to talk about was the NRLW, the main event. The main event, people would say, on the weekend. That was on the Sunday. There was 2 games. There was the Broncos versus Sharks, 14-0. Sharks defense was impeccable against the team that came first. Great game by them. We won a prelim, guys. We're into the grand final.
Well done.
Yes. I've always said on this podcast that the NRLW is number 1 and that our team is unbeatable. And Emma Tomagato is one of the best halfbacks we've ever seen in this club's history. Dalian, or
Wasn't she
whatever
playing
it's
fullback
called,
at the start of the
Tasha
season?
Gale. Lock her in. Now, we go to the second game. It was the Roosters versus the Knights, and it was 25-16. The Roosters win that one. So it's a Roosters Sharks grand final, which is kind of funny because the next game's the men's games. It could have been a Sharks Roosters as well. And still, both of them got pumped.
Yeah.
Look, at the start of the final series, everyone already pretty much said it's a 2-horse race, and little did we know it was going to be a
Man.
2-horse race.
Fucking round 1, everyone said it was a 2-horse race.
No, debatable. Debatable. But first game, 48-18, gentlemen. Storm win and win comfortably.
Yeah.
They put their schlongs on show.
Definitely.
The
It
spine
looked
looked
close for a
good.
second, and then
Yeah.
it wasn't.
Yeah. Was that when they ran on the field?
No,
Yeah.
the start of the second half, Roosters went bang bang, and all of a sudden
Yeah.
it's 24-18, and you go,
Yeah.
oh, and then
Game started off with Das HIA-ing Lindsay Collins, him playing the ball the
17
wrong
seconds
direction.
into the game.
Gentlemen, I'm going to ask, who impressed you? Dan.
I'm going to go Jerome Hughes.
Jerome Hughes, he was good.
He was fucking...
He was good.
Mate, if he doesn't win the Dally M, spoiler for my Dally M prediction, if he doesn't win the Dally M on Wednesday night, there's something wrong with the NRL, honestly.
Well, look, it wouldn't surprise me that they pick someone else. They do it often.
Oh.
They do it often.
They done it to Sean Johnson last year.
Yep. James.
couple of players obviously to choose from, but I'll go Ryan Pappenhausen. Easily his best game in the last 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
One of his best finals performances ever, really. Just good to see his pace coming back. I know he got chased down by Dom Young, but Dom Young probably chased him down anyway, did?
Dom Young, when I was watching the replay of it, Dom Young is like 6'5". and
Yeah,
he
that's-
takes like 3 steps.
that's what I mean.
Pappenhausen's 7.
Pappenhausen's speed is the first 10 meters or so,
Yeah.
but
Who impressed me, guys?
oh yeah, who impressed you,
well,
Brandon?
sorry. It was Craig Bellamy. Just the way he's got this team firing again, and
Yeah.
the club as a whole. You lose Smith, you lose Cronk, you lose Slater. You think, nah, can't be done again.
All the people that said it was luck that they all came through the system at the same time.
Yeah.
And then we have this spine come through, and they just pick the spine to work around, and the rest of the players follow, and it looked good. It looked good on the weekend, and I will be tipping them for my grand final win. But
Look, Melbourne had the big 3 back then, but
yeah,
they've got the big 4 now.
the big
They got
four.
Pappy, Money, Jerome, and fucking Harry Grant.
Mhm.
Like,
This is true.
that spine is fucking amazing.
It's pretty good. It is pretty good. Obviously Sharks up there as well, but the big one, Blake Brayley.
I was going to say Brandon Trindle.
Okay.
Anytime.
Who let you down in the game, gentlemen? James.
I don't know. Because it didn't even feel like the Roosters were playing that bad. Like, I guess the Keary and Crichton partnership got found out a bit by Pappenhausen's speed, but
Yeah, I was gonna say,
it felt much
Crichton
more of
had,
a
like,
Storm great tactics than
9 missed tackles or something.
yeah. So I'll go with Keary. He just got caught out too many times, but I think it was more the Storm playing well.
Yep. Dan.
I agree with James. Like, Storm played really well, and like Roosters did for a bit of the game. But I'll say Tedesco, after last week's performance against Manly, he wasn't as good on the field as he was.
I'm going to go the referee. We don't ref bash on this podcast, and we've said it many of times. Just whistle happy for that game. started off was pretty bad. I wanted them to swallow the whistles this round, but it was just left, right, and center. I felt like the momentum was just coming from penalties, and then obviously like Melbourne were just too good. It's similar fashion to the next game. Like they stick with you for a while, and then once you get tired, it's
They've
put on
got
the fucking
another
front.
level, yeah.
Okay. In saying that, we go to actually wait, before that, I'm going to ask you, gentlemen. Obviously, the Nas tackle. Do we think it was a suspension? Does he deserve the missing of the grand final?
I can't believe it's 4 to 5 weeks.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what
I thought he was going to have a 1 to 2 week, and they were going to challenge it and see what happens. But like, he didn't. Like, bad result. He's a big man, and the onus is on him to get low. But like, he didn't launch into it or nothing like that. It was pretty stock standard, and that's a grade 3, the worst tackle there is. Like,
and like when you look at it, the Suoli one on friggin'
Walsh.
was a grade 2.
yeah,
Like, how the fuck do you work that out?
Yeah, that's a bit wild.
But yeah, I think it's a bit harsh to say 4 to 5 weeks. Like, it was a genuine going in for a tackle, and like Lindsay Collins was just that bit lower, and his head just
Look,
happened
it
to
happens
hit
when
his
you're
shoulder.
like 6'7" and you don't
Yeah.
bend your back for the tackle, but not many forwards do when it's off the kickoff, to be
Yeah.
fair. And I would say, yeah, probably he deserved the suspension because throughout the whole year, if you do that to someone, you're getting fucking a sin bin and a suspension, maybe even a send off. If it wasn't in finals footy, like you hit someone in the head that fucking much force, you might get sent off. But
Yeah, so that was a grade 3, and
Yeah,
like
grade
4 to
3's
5
a bit-
weeks.
it's a bit
And
much.
they are disputing it though, but I doubt anything will happen.
Gets off clear
Yeah.
for the fans.
The
Okay.
refs at next week driving around in Lamborghinis and Ferraris.
For the fans. Okay, the next game. I didn't want to talk about this, guys, but 26-6, Penrith beat the Sharks. Ouch. Who impressed you, James?
myself.
You yourself? Yeah, that's fair.
Guess who picked the margin?
Oh,
When we were saying our things, I said I'll be conservative, but I saw them getting a 20-point lead. And
That's 2 weeks in a row, mate.
well, no, the week before I
Doing
assisted
both years,
Brandon,
yeah.
yeah. But this week it was
But
just me.
should be betting on this, James.
Yeah, I
should
should-
really be.
Look, considering how bad my day on the punt was, I really could have done with betting on that.
Damn, mate. Who impressed you?
It's hard to go past him.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know who I'm going to say without even saying his name.
The cockswinger.
Naz Close. He's just fucking,
Naz close.
mate, he's pretty much got one shoulder, and
Yeah.
he's still playing rugby league like that.
The stats for him was crazy, eh? The free try assist.
Yeah.
40-20.
And like big
Kick
moment
meters.
40-20. It's
Yeah,
not a 40-20 when they're in the lead. It's no, the game's 2-0.
Yeah.
Sharks are actually winning the battle in the middle for a bit.
He just
Wait.
pulled it out of his ass.
We attempt a 40-20.
Dylan Edwards fucking pulls that out of his ass.
And then they attempt a 40-20. They get
Yeah.
it.
It's just, fuck, he's just so good, honestly.
Who impressed me? Oh, I think the Sharks impressed me, guys.
Just for being there.
for being there, and the performance we put up was pretty good. We went toe to toe with the Giants and came off second best. Obviously, the score doesn't reflect how well we played. I think there's a couple moments where Nico, we could have been first try, and we could have been leading the game. Obviously, the knock on from Ronaldo trying to tap it back, but there was just certain moments where we just missed it by that much, and then there was too many mistakes. I said certain things had to go right for us to beat Panthers, and it had to be completion rate really high. There had to be a Cleary injury. Tick that off the bingo card. It had to rain. Tick that off the bingo card. We just needed that completion rate and just to really like get into that grind. But they were dropping balls as well, to be fair, Penrith. So it was each way. But if we wanted to win, we had to be clinical. And didn't happen.
You say they had the clear injury. He said in the presser that his shoulder was fine and started doing these ones. Like,
he felt it,
bro,
though.
his shoulder was sore.
How's
Would have
that?
been mad funny if he did that with the other arm and just nobody picked up.
Yeah. Like fucking saves a try as well. Like Kyle Euro probably
Yeah.
goes over. He was probably a meter off the try line there. Nico drops a ball over the line as well. Well, it was kind of like re-dropped. He was like almost putting it down, but yeah, it was a knock on.
Yeah.
But there was a couple moments where we could have iced the game and tried to get the win, and then some push passes as well. But look, we played well. I'll take my hat off and hat back on, obviously. But good game from the Sharks. But obviously the NRLW is where the game is at. Who let you down, gentlemen? James.
Look, again, it's nitpicky. Would it have meant that you win the game? Probably not. Is it a bit of hindsight? Sort of, but we sort of mentioned it last week, and it's not just us, like a lot of people did. Sharks play their best football when they go through the middle, and it seemed to be working when you were trying to almost out Penrith. You've got a pretty mobile pack, and you seem to have been winning the battle. Although Penrith then score first, you just go away from it after then, and you start throwing the ball around a bit more, and especially in the second half. Because what was it? It was like he's only down by like 10 or something for
Yeah, it was 10-2 or something like that.
Yeah.
and then you through throwing the ball around in that weather as well. You just made too many mistakes, and that's what let Panthers get the lead in the end. And if you could have kept it at that like 10 points, then all you need is just 2 bits of luck.
Well, that's it. You end up getting to 10-6, and it was
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah.
fucking game's on here. And then I think we dropped the ball when we were trying to put pressure on, and that was pretty much all she wrote.
Yeah.
Who let you down, Dan, mate?
I'd say the Sharks' errors, honestly.
Mm.
Like, as you said, your completion rate had to be high. And it was wet weather footy.
Yeah.
Wet weather footy's always going to be like horrible. You're going to always drop the ball. And yeah, unfortunately, you did.
Yeah, it was rough to see. Like, obviously, as Matt was arcing up at me going, oh, you guys drop a ball, all these passes. Penrith were doing the same. They were throwing passes like behind players and stuff like that. I'm going like, that's un-Penrith like. We were lucky to have the rain on our side.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was tough to see. Who let me down, gentlemen? And it's going to be someone who doesn't get a mention too often. The independent doctor let me down.
Yeah.
Our player, Tommy Hazelton, HIA, off for the game. Can't come back. Although Penrith get 2 players go off for their HIA assessment. Liam Martin definitely fucking stunned and dazed.
Yeah. He shouldn't have come back on.
I don't think he comes back on, and it might get a bit easier for the Sharks if he doesn't come back on. Who's to say that doesn't fucking change the game? Then there's also, I think, Liam Henry as well, got pretty dazed as well. But both of their players not having to sit out for the game, which is tough when you're versing the Panthers. Look, am I making excuses? Of course I am. Of course, it's in my DNA. But
it would have been tough for Penrith not having like Scotty Sorensen on the bench
yeah,
to then replace one of them.
who's they fucking replacing him with? Brad Schnorder.
Yeah.
That's who let me down though. The independent doctor didn't seem very independent. He seemed pretty dependent. Maybe he had some money from fucking PVL coming his way. I don't know. But that's all for the games.
Well,
Now, gentlemen, we go to.
we've got 1 week left, lads.
That's it. We have 1 week left. The grand final. We're going to give our predictions, gentlemen. Storm versus Panthers, 7:30 Sunday. We'll be watching it here. Same couch. Dan, mate, who you predicting? How much?
Look, it burns me to say it. I hate the team. Well, I hate both teams.
Yeah.
But Melbourne, I want them to win. I don't want to see a 4-peat.
It's a battle of the team everyone used to hate versus the team everyone hates now.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a close game.
Okay.
Although every other prediction I've done in the whole final series has been wrong. I think this one will be a close game.
I do think this will be close.
I think it'll be 14-12. It'll be 12 all for like the longest time. And then fucking Jerome Hughes will just pull a 40-meter field goal out of his ass.
40-meter field goal. Okay. I like that. James, mate.
Look, I don't want to call you out, but I've never seen Jerome Hughes kick a long field goal.
Neither have I, but I reckon he can do it.
But if the game's in that situation, I'm fucking putting all my money on Penrith.
Yeah, ice in his veins, Cleary.
Yeah, Cleary will do it, but
He fucking hits it with his schlong over.
I'm going to go Melbourne by 8. I'm thinking 18-10. Actually, let's up both of those by 6. So 24-18.
Okay.
Oh, wait, 24.
Who did you pick?
24-16.
Sorry,
Melbourne 24-16. Simple math. Thank you.
Maths is hard.
And I'm going to go Pappenhausen to go full circle and get another Clive Churchill.
Clive Churchy.
I didn't even say my Clive Churchy.
Who are you thinking for Clive Churchy, Dan?
I'm going to go a wild one and say Harry Grant. It's not that wild, but I reckon.
Look, with as good as everyone was, and all of his other spine players scored a bunch of tries, I thought he was probably the best out of the lot of them.
Yeah.
Okay, my prediction, gentlemen, the battle of the chins. If you didn't know, you have Cleary versus Alec McDonald, both with two of the biggest chins in the game. It's going to be a chin-on-chin action, I think, and I do think Storm wins, and it's going to be a high-scoring affair. That's how the NRL is nowadays, and I think it's going to be 22-20, and it will be the Storm winning, taking home the Bickies. I think just how good their spine was. Look, seeing the Sharks have played both teams and lost to both teams, I can see which teams are playing a little better, and I just think they have it at the moment. It's going to be big without Nas. They're going to have to, their forwards are going to have to stand up. But they have the likes of Christian Welch, who didn't play much minutes.
Yeah, he played 7 minutes
on the weekend. He'll fill the hole.
Yeah.
Obviously not as big and powerful, but he'll do the job. All the Melbourne forwards have that same job mentality.
Eli Katoa, Sean Blaw, they're all fucking...
Yeah. They work as a hive.
Yeah.
Alec McDonald, chin.
Mate, I'm just having a scary premonition of chin-on-chin crime. And Nathan Cleary gets knocked out for the game.
Ooh.
By Alec McDonald. Chin-on-chin crime.
So what we're all saying is the team that started this dynasty for Penrith are going to be the team that end it.
Yes. Well, have Panthers ever beat Melbourne in a grand final?
No, they haven't.
Will they? Will they be able to do it? Who knows? This is probably a breadcrumb. Probably put all your money on Panthers at $2.
Oh, mate, yeah. I think Panthers, I'm surprised it's not just $1.90 even.
Yeah.
Look, I'll probably have a bet, a multi on both of them.
Because Penrith will just be full strength, won't they?
Yeah, obviously. I mean, Cleary's fucking one arm.
Yeah.
And ready to
Will
go.
they have Scott Sorensen back?
Well, he was looking to come back this week. He was in the extended list, so he probably should be back. Should be back to full strength. So, looking forward to this game. Should be a doozy.
Yeah.
One of the all-time grand finals.
And I think whoever wins it will win it in the forwards. Because JFH and Leota.
JFH, yeah. Oh yeah, that's the grand final wrap up done. That's the NRL talk almost done. We got a couple more things. Don't you worry, gentlemen. I got Kevin Walters is the next thing I want to talk about. He got sacked. Matty C fucking called it.
Unfortunately.
In news today, Madge Maguire has been released from New South Wales. He looks likely to be the man to get the job. Do we like this? Do we like what Broncos have done to Paul Kevy? James, mate. Opinions
Don't like any of it. Don't like any of it. Look, to be fair, getting it over and done with, ripping the Band-Aid off, even if it is a little bit early, I can't blame them. When you look at Parramatta's year this year, like the writing was on the wall probably the year before. And then you give them 10 games and hope that they turn it around, but they never do. And
you write off the next season because you've fucking cut the whole.
Yeah.
And then now, like even next season, I hope that we're better. But like if we don't make the 8, then everyone's like, "Oh, it's a new coach. He's got to fix his roster and stuff like that." So all of a sudden, you've lost like 2 to 3 years. So
rebuild phase. Tigers have gone through that. Fucking so many times.
I've been going through that for the last 14 years.
Yeah, I like it for Madge because he's going up there to coach almost an Origin team.
Yeah, they have a strong team, and they just need to find a way to play good footy without Reynolds. And Madge surely can get that out of him. He's a good coach. Dan, how do you feel about Paul Kebby?
Well, I think he's been hard done by.
Yeah,
like sacking him after the season.
Yeah,
it's a bit rough.
They
But-
reckon they did a postseason review of all the players. So
Yeah,
maybe what the players wanted.
yeah. Who knows?
Who knows?
If I don't reckon Walsh and fucking Mayhem had anything to do with that review, considering where they are.
Yeah.
But anyway, and then with the Madge thing, it's just
Sucks for New South Wales.
bro, we just won that series so
Finally
well.
found a good one.
Finally found
We
a
just
good one.
won that series so well.
Now
and
who are we
now-
going to get? Fucking Trent Barrett.
I've seen something about Laurie Daly coming back. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, fuck no, please
Give us
no,
Jeff Tuvey.
bro.
Look, Laurie Daly had to coach against the greatest team ever. But
But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll
We'll
see
see.
who gets the New South Wales coaching gig. Hopefully, it's someone decent.
Hopefully.
I'll put my hat in the ring.
Bro, you had in the ring there, James.
No,
Beautiful.
I have no hat.
Now Dan has no hat. For
One thing I
me,
do have is long legs.
I think the likes of Kevin Walters getting sacked, as James said, probably writing was on the wall for the man. Brisbane love their club to be succeeding, so once you stop, like Seabold fucking came in, ruined the club.
This man will win a
Sacked.
premiership.
Kevy obviously got him to a premiership, but then you fall out and you're sacked again. So you don't really have a long time there to really perform. Similar to like Roosters and their halfbacks, you don't perform, you're out. So unfortunate for Kevy, probably also Billy. I don't think he keeps his dummy half position now.
No,
Because
I
his
think
dad's
that's the
not
easiest
coach.
thing for them is Blake Moser had looked really good this
Yeah.
year, and it would have been a bit awkward.
They have a lot of good depth in the hooker position. Like I think Pakes is also pretty good as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd have Billy over him on the bench.
But yeah, he's probably getting
Billy won't be on the bench if he gets fucking
Yeah.
sacked.
might be off to the Super League soon. Madge Maguire though, he's the coach that got away for New South Wales. He's the coach that got away for the Tigers. I think they were stupid enough to let him go. And obviously New South Wales as a nation, a state, we don't let him go either. But
We have.
we have.
Unfortunately,
It's tough, but
it hurts.
we move on to more news from the Broncos. Club in turmoil at the moment. Mam and Walsh's trip in Bali. It reminds me of what's the movie where he has a day off?
Oh, Ferris Bueller's
Ferris
Day Off.
Bueller's day off. It's like Ezra Mam and Reece Walsh's day off in fucking Bali. They're just getting up to all kinds of shenanigans. The first news article that came out was the phone of a stranger that they took and
Ended up buying him a new phone or
buying him a new
something.
phone. Obviously, you have enough money to do that, but
Yeah.
they were trying to. The bloke was trying to take a photo of him without really asking, and Bam took the phone. So they would have been drunk and pissed off their face, and probably
Yeah.
fucking forgot that they had the bloke's phone. They probably threw it in the bin. Who knows what happened to the person's phone? But the guy got a new phone.
I reckon it was the phone that was taken in that photo that Mem was holding when they were in the hospital.
Well, there's the next story. They're in the hospital. Reece Walsh with looking to have like scabs and scratches on his back. He's laying down while Mam has 2 drinks in his pink nailed hands and a phone. Is this the mysterious phone?
Is this the man's phone? Who knows?
I don't know, but I'm looking forward to the next scandal that comes out of Bali from those two. I can only assume it's going to get better. They don't give a fuck. Their coach is sacked. Their club is fucked. They're like,
How are they going to get in trouble from their
yeah,
coach?
they can now just literally just party, do whatever they want.
They don't have a coach at the
They
moment.
don't have a coach. They can't get in trouble. They could come back fucking 10 kilos overweight and still drunk and it wouldn't matter. But
They'll come back and fail their drug and alcohol
Yeah.
test, and it won't matter.
it won't matter. It won't matter. Sad times though for Broncos and Broncos fans. Shout out Bowie.
Shout out to you, Mo. Hope you're doing okay, mate.
The other
Welfare
headliners.
check.
Yeah, welfare check.
Welfare
Molly.
check. Let us know how you're doing. He didn't put in a question this week,
Yeah.
so he might not be good.
nah.
That might be the reason he didn't. One thing I just want to speak out and throw the photo up here. We got Jonathan Thurston in his Sharks jersey. He lost the bet to Paul Gallen. is there anything better for me seeing him in a Sharks jersey? No. Imagine him playing at the Sharks. There's an immortal fucking halfback right there. Move over Nico Hines, fucking Jono first. No, that was beautiful to see.
Coming out of retirement.
Yeah, mate. If he still played, he'd probably fucking put on a better performance. We'd probably win the prelim.
I back him.
Yeah, I backed him. Okay, that was all for that. I just wanted to bring it up. It was something. Yeah, it would be jarring to see if it wasn't a bet. You know. Now we go to the Dally M Awards, gentlemen.
Whoa.
We're gonna give our tips on who. The nominees and then who we think will win. Okay, so first we got the fullback of the year nominees: Edwards, WR Fido, and Tedesco. Dan, who you picking?
It's a tough one.
Mm.
I'm gonna go with. Oh fuck! I'm gonna go with Teddy.
Locks and Teddy. James.
I'm going to make this easier for you and help remind you for the rest. I'm pretty sure these go to whoever has the most Dally M
Oh yeah,
points.
that's right. Yeah.
So Teddy, easy.
Yeah.
Okay, so James has gone Teddy as well. I'm going to go Dylan Edwards. Fuck it. He's had a good year.
Did enough in the first half of the season, you reckon?
Wide. I don't care about the points. I'm just going who I think should be. And Dylan Edwards. Lock that in. That's why I pick. Okay, winger of the year. We have Lofi Camperera, Brian Soto, Jacob Carraz, Will Warbrick, and Zach Schlomax.
So I'm pretty sure they picked 2.
They picked 2 here, so we'll pick 2 as well. Dan, who you picking?
You know my first answer, so I'm not even gonna bother. And the
Jacob Carraz.
second, and I think I'm just gonna go Toto, Lomax and Toto.
Lomax, Soto, James.
If it's not Lomax and Toto, I'm not here. But I guess it'll just be because of Origin games that they've missed if they miss out.
Yeah. It's either going to be for me. I'll go the same. I think we're all picking Lomax Toto. But I don't mind Lofi Camperera just because of how many tries to score bloke.
Yeah.
How many tries to score blokes? Whoa. We've been podcasting for too long. Fuck, I need another one of these flying powers. Yeah, I don't know how Will Warbrick got up there. Sorry, Will.
Good back end of the year, but it was surprising.
Surprising to me.
I remember before the points went under wraps that Lomax was in top 10, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, well, he was flying at the start of the year and had a great
literally.
Yeah.
He was just jumping above everyone, got signed by Parramatta, and then was like, you know what, I'm just going to ease off.
Just going to win an Origin series.
Okay, that's our picks. Next, we have centre of the year. We have
Did they pick 2 for this one?
They pick a full
Herbie
team now.
Farnworth, Jesse Ramian, Katoni Staggs, Stephen Crichton, and Valentine Holmes. James.
So the RLPA one was Farnworth and Critter, but I don't think Farnworth would have played enough games for this.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
Farnworth
go.
pick baffles me again. I didn't think he had an amazing year.
No, that's obviously just playing against him. He must be a handful. I'm gonna go Critter and Ramian.
Nice, Dan.
I'm the same, Critter and Ramian.
I was gonna not go biased because I didn't want to be like Ramian, but I
Could be
would go,
Val Holmes.
That's what I was going. Crichton, Val Holmes was probably going to be my pick, but because you guys are going Ramian, we're all going to go fucking Ramian. What a year from the man!
If Critter ain't centre of the year, I'm throwing myself off a bridge.
If Ramian plays that prelim, I think we do 10 points better.
So it's 26-16.
Yeah.
No, they stop at least one try and they score.
He's so hard to handle. And the fact that we have to do a mid-game switch of fucking Talakai to Atkinson because he was getting fucking targeted was a bit rough. But look, that's the centre picks from us. 5'8" of the year. You got Jerome Luai, Matt Burton, Tom Dearden. Dan, who you picking?
Well, technically, Jerome Luai played 7 for most of the year, so fuck that guy.
True. This is true.
I'm going to go a wild one and say Tommy Dearden.
Tommy Dearden.
I don't think it's that wild.
I was about to say, I think he's the second favourite out of those picks.
James, who you picking?
Yeah, I'm going Luai. I know technically he played more halfback this year, but he carried Penrith to second place on the ladder. his gun
Yeah.
halfback wasn't there for it. So
And then he got carried.
yeah,
I don't know if he carried the team. I think they scraped by a lot of games.
came second.
Where's Trindle? Where's Trindle? I can't see him. No, I'll be going Tom Dearden with Dan. I don't want to toot Matt's picks, but I don't know how. Again, look, where's Munster? No. There's surely there's other players than Jerome Luai here. That could
Surely
be-
Munster got points in the 10 games he played.
Yeah, I don't know. Halfback of the year: Ben Hunt, Daly Cherry Evans, Jerome Hughes.
Jerome Hughes, move on.
He can't because I don't think do they do it like that.
Yeah,
I thought it.
no.
it was,
If you win Dally M medal, you get the Dally M.
Oh, I can't remember.
Nico Hines. You picking Jerome Hughes as well?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, lock that in, guys.
I'll go Ben Hunt actually.
Yeah. Please stay, please. DCE, the $1 million man that doesn't show up and no one cares.
Look at that neck, bro.
Okay, hooker of the year: Blake Brayley, Harry Grant, Reece Robson,
Where's Tiffany from down the street?
Tiffany from down the street. Lock her in. Dan, who you picking?
Grant.
James, who you picking?
Yeah, look, the two other players had great years, but I think this position is the position where the gap between first and second best is just the biggest in
Yeah.
skill level. It's Harry Grant for me.
I think, shock opinion, I think Blake Brayley's going to get the pick
He
and
could
everyone's
win
going to
it.
be
He
angry.
could win it.
Because
Yeah.
you think of the games that we won where he was playing almost halfback.
Yeah,
He would have been getting 6 points, while Harry had to compete with Jerome Hughes
For
being
most of the
Dally M
year,
Yeah.
player of the year if everyone's picks correct. So I'm going to lock in Blake. Next, we got prop of the year. We got Adam Fanua-Blake, James Fisher-Harris, Joseph Tapane, Lindsay Collins, Moses Leota. We got to pick two gentlemen. Dan.
I know Tapane had a good year.
Mm.
I'm gonna go Tapane and JFH.
Nice. James.
I'll go Vanua Blake and Fisher Harris.
We're going to go the same as James.
It was either Tapane or
Yeah.
AFB for me.
To be fair, Tapane is now going to be their captain after the year he's
Yeah.
had. So he had a great year.
I wouldn't be surprised if he gets ahead of Fisher Harris, but even in what was a bit of a up and down year for Vanua Blake, he was probably still the best front row in the comp, I think.
Noah Blake's offloads were just amazing, and his try scoring abilities again. Second to none in the front row position. Now, second row: Angus Crichton, Alessi Katoa, Hudson Young, Jaden Sewer, and Viliami Kikau. Who are we picking, gentlemen? James.
Look, in that photo, I don't know if you'll be putting these up, Dan. It's a bit of work for you, but Viliama Kikau has been stitched up.
He looks high as fuck.
He looks like he's on a Zoolander.
Yeah. Look, I think it should be the two second rows that have been the best all year, Crichton and Elise Katoa.
If it's not Crichton,
Yeah, Crichton's fucking locked it.
honestly, he's had the best year of his life. And I'll say, Eli Katara as well.
I'm going to go Crichton and Kikau.
It could
Kikau,
be kick out because
Harry-
Katoa's going to struggle for points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, you got to think of who's getting the points in that team, and it's Jerome Hughes, Harry Grant.
Or throw a wild one in Jaden Sewer.
Look, he had a great year. They got him
Look,
into Origin.
Who gets the points in Dragons? Lomax and Ben Hunt.
I was close to
And
picking
for
him.
Jaden Sewer.
The only reason I picked Kikau is because I think he also would be stealing a lot of points for the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Him and Crichton. That is my pick there. Now we go to the lock of the year. Leachy's lock of the year. Get on the Sharks women's team to win the game. Okay. Isaiah Yeo, Patrick Carrigan, Ruben Cotter. Yeah.
Rubes.
James.
Yo.
Yo. I'm gonna go Ruben Cotter as well. I think
Yeah.
maybe it's just fucking recency bias, but that last game was so fucking good.
My big thing is the no Cleary throughout the year, no
Yeah.
Edwards for periods. Between Luai and Yo, they had to really step up.
I think it'll be really close whoever gets like lock of the year.
Yeah. And next one we have Coach of the Year. Don't see Fitzy up there, or Shano, or BA, which is crazy, or Trent Barrett. Okay, Coach of the Year, we got Cameron Serraldo, Craig Bellamy, or Ivan Cleary. Dan. Serraldo.
Just how he's got that Bulldogs team playing.
Yeah, big change for them. James?
I hate the Coach of the Year award
Mm.
because it's going to go to the third best coach in that list.
Mm.
Yeah. And that's who I said.
Like, how could it not be Ivan Cleary
Yeah.
to take his, like, I know the semi-finals might not be included, but what, they've won how many minor premierships, and then this year with his star player injured for most of it, they finished second.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Last year, thinking Andrew Webster
Yeah.
gets it, and then
or you go Bellamy that his team won the minor premiership two weeks out. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. I want to go. I'm going to go Ivan Cleary. I'll lock that in. 5 grand finals in a row is pretty amazing. And
Yeah.
as James said, that'll be my pick. Next, we have Captain of the Year. And we go Harry Grant, Isaiah Yeo, or Stephen Crichton. Dan. Critter. James.
yeah, Critter.
Yeah.
He's the one that takes all the points for Bulldogs. So
Yeah. He was the main focus for their team. Was
Yeah.
like, without him, they looked wayward. He kind of just brought their team together.
I think of that game against Manly 2 weeks before the semis that he
Yeah.
missed.
Yeah.
And jeez.
I think Critter could be possibly top 5
Hmm.
in the points.
Yeah, he'll be up there. It just depends on, again, the
Yeah.
games and that. Okay, Rookie of the Year, gentlemen. Nominees: Ethan Strange, Jack Bostock, Hill Iro.
I sort of forgot about Bostock.
Where's Lockie Galvin?
Where's Lockie Galvin? Dan, who you picking?
I've said this for weeks. Kyle Lero.
Yeah, James.
Yeah, it's probably Euro.
Yeah. We're gonna win something. We're gonna win something.
We are feeding him so fucking hard.
I
right
do
now.
also think Iro. I
Yeah.
mean, he missed the first 4 games where the other 2 gentlemen played the whole year, so
But still,
anything
like,
could happen.
No, Bostock was good all year, but like the Dolphins could just go 2 weeks without passing him the ball.
Yeah.
yeah,
And even Strange, he had an alright year, but he had his ups and downs.
yeah.
Where Iro came into the team and just looked like a seasoned professional for the
Like,
whole
yeah,
year.
he played 1 or 2 games
Yeah.
back end of last
That's
year.
the thing, though. Like, obviously, the person that should have won it is Lockie Galvin. He got done for a
Yeah,
hip drop that was only like a 2-game suspension.
he got the RLPA Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to him, but he won't be getting one from the Dalian. My man Kyle will be.
But with how easy they give away suspensions, they need to change the
Yeah.
rules.
If you, that's the thing.
Like, what was
Maybe the
it?
suspension should be a minus of a
Yeah.
certain amount of
Yeah.
points, and if you can still get there,
Yeah,
Like, who cares about the best and fairest anymore? You don't have to be unfair to get suspended. It used to be you have
Yeah.
to fucking take someone's head off.
yeah.
But,
okay.
Look, I don't even know what this award's for.
Proven Summons is, I believe it's like the
charity
Charity
and
work,
stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Nico Hines got it last year,
Yeah,
I think,
that's right,
and
yeah.
everyone just still blast the bloke. He was also in the running, I think, again this year. Proven Summons, who you picking? Dan?
Look, I have no clue.
You don't know about their charity work. You got Joe Offengower, you got Stephen Crichton, you got Tyrone Munro.
I'm just gonna get Tyrone Munro.
Yeah, he had a lot of time off, so he may have been doing a lot of charity work. James?
I feel like there could also be some sympathy that goes towards Tyrone Monroe
Yeah.
and his struggles recently. But too bad, Joe Offengower, power up.
Is that the only thing he's got to
The only bad person nominated for an
Oh yeah,
award.
Joe Offengower as well. Fuck it. Yeah. All right.
It's the charity award, and they put Joe Offengower on there for charity.
Yeah.
That's the NRL wrapped up. WM's wrapped up. See who wins. Find out soon. Now AFL
Find
Grand
out tonight, actually.
Tonight. Fuck, it's on. Let's just start
No,
watching it now.
Not tonight, but
Oh.
like when this goes up
Podcast
tonight.
tonight. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. AFL Grand Final, gentlemen. We watched it here. Swans versus Brisbane Lions. It was a thrashing.
Wait, Swans actually were there?
Yeah, it was pretty fucked. What do you guys think of AFL and their Grand Final as a whole, James?
Oh, we missed Katy Perry, so
Yeah,
we
that
missed the only thing that was apparently
Wasn't
worth
Omen
watching.
as well, like her singing Raw,
Yeah.
Brisbane Lions.
Yeah.
winning by a lot. As for the game, we watched it first half after they got put like to the sword. It was already like a 60-point fucking lead or something. But like we had main screen, we had bottom screen for racing. We swapped it at halftime because of how bad it was. And that was all she wrote. Swans never came back. They had a couple goals here and there.
The second half started with 6 goals in a row for the Lions.
Yeah.
It's rough times to be a Swans fan, which we were on the day, but we're obviously greater Western Sydney fans through and through.
A very big sound in the west of the town.
But as for the Swans, they continue to get to the big dance and fucking get pumped. They got it worse than Sharks in big games.
Also, speak for yourself. I'm not a Giants
Yeah, I
fan.
was about to say I'm not a Giants fan either.
I've always been a Sydney fan.
You're right. Sorry, guys. I was just after that. I don't know if you want to attach yourself to this
Mate,
one.
there's been a lot worse.
Well, what's worse? So the Giants lost their prelim when they had like a
Yeah, massive lead.
yeah
30 to 40-point lead or whatever it was.
Yeah. Look, it's tough, but that's all the AFL talk you get from us for the rest of the year and until next year's grand final. So
Yeah, until
look
this
forward to
time next year.
look forward to that. Hopefully, one of our teams, maybe it's a GWS Swans grand final. Who knows? Who knows?
Oh, mate. The whole of Sydney will blow up.
Sure. Now a little bit of UFC talk. Just wanted to bring up this week's card. You got Pereira versus Roundtree Jr. Big fight. Pereira to win by left hook. Is he
Pereira
going?
should just win.
There was also a fight on this weekend. Didn't get to watch it. I just watched the highlights before this because I wanted to see it. I didn't know it was on, but Renato Moicano beats Bernard Saint Denis, and he won by TKO knockout. It wasn't a TKO knockout. It was the referee saying Bernard could not continue to fight because his eye closed up, swelling, blood, everything like that.
Saw one comparison photo. It was like when Moicano has ground control compared to when Marab has ground control. And
Look, I love Renato just because of his persona and who he is. His post-fight press conferences are always something. They're definitely something. He'll swear his head off. And this time he was talking about the French Revolution and democracy and all this sort of stuff and God. And it was great to hear. But as for the fight, like I didn't expect Bernard to fucking lose. Like Saint Denis was one of the up and coming fighters until he lost to Dustin and got absolutely fucking dropped to the Shadow Realm. But then he comes back and then loses to Renato. Surely Moicano's on for a fucking title fight. So surely, money Moicano. Get him in the title fights.
Does he sue after he wins? Because his name's Ronaldo.
Yeah. As for the UFC, that's all. That's all I want to talk about. Obviously, we'll talk about the.
I'm just ready for Pereira.
Yeah, we'll talk about the fight after. Obviously, we have a big day in for us, though, gentlemen. Sunday, Super Sunday.
UFC into the
Rugby
games.
leagues, so many games. as well.
Alcohol.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Pizza.
And also, you could throw in the horse racing. And speaking of horse racing, gentlemen, there was some horse racing over the weekend. Also, Friday night, there was a big race I want to talk about, which is Pride of Jetty versus Mr. Brightside. It was a big race. Pride of Jenny got out to the lead, and as she does, just fucking storms home, beats Mr. Brightside. Moonee Valley, obviously known for its corner finish, not the straight finish. And I thought it would happen. I thought, it gets the lead, you just can't catch it. And that happened. It was 4-horse race, so first 4. I got
I was going to say, it was a big race, 4 horses.
Big race. But that was all for the Friday night. There was also a big race with I Wish I Win, and that didn't win. So didn't win. Now to the Saturday though, the Golden Pendant, Amelia's Jewel, Lucas's top tip. Didn't get the win again, getting a second place. Lucas here live said to us he's now not backing that horse again.
He said it in his video as well.
Yeah,
That it was the all or nothing.
Last time he'll be back in Amelia's Jewel. He's
Until next time.
Yeah. Until it's another like $1.20 favorite or something against some beater horses. Next race I wanted to talk about was the Golden Rose, a big race on the day, the Saturday. Broadsiding wins the Golden Rose, second traffic warden. It was a close race, very close, those two. And then Mayfair gets the third. And little behold, Lucas's Storm Boy gets the fourth place. Lucas again telling us, well, you can tell by the start. If it starts good, it'll go and win. It started pretty well, to be fair. It was wide, about 3 wide, and just didn't get there.
I was furious. Mayfair, Stormboy should be beating something like Mayfair, and that would have been a nice, easy trifecta. But apparently not.
Yeah, you had the trifecta, right?
Yeah, James was close to winning monies. I had traffic warden, so I was also fuming that Broadsiding got the win. But
And I didn't put a bet on that race.
Yeah, gambled responsibly over there.
Yeah,
No,
I
I
was
didn't
obviously
because I still
responsible.
lost $30 that day.
No, Joyce. Yeah, Joyce.
Yeah.
Speaking of gambling, Sharks fans look away, hear away. I put a fucking bet on Penrith to win 13 plus and won $100. So, who's the real winner? Who's the real
And
winner?
disgusted our Sharks mate in the process.
Yeah, Sharks fans aren't happy with me after that. I've wore a Dragons jersey this year. I've like
Backed against them.
I'm backed against them. Look,
Are
to be
you even
fair,
a Sharks fan?
am I? I don't know. I backed Cowboys the week before, and then because I backed Cowboys and we won, I was like, I got to fucking follow up and do it. If we win again, I'm happy to fucking beat Penrith if it's a loss of $50. But alas, we did it and we got the 13 plus. Yeah, unlucky. That's all though for horse racing and
No, it's
gambling.
not. You forgot
Hold on
one
a
thing.
second. Oh, fuck.
The elephant trunk.
We've talked about schlongs on this podcast for the last couple of weeks, and we got to see one live on Saturday. It was linebacker.
It was definitely a linebacker.
It was fucking
Fuck, man.
the massive horse cock weighs over
11 pounds.
Over 11 pounds. Look, we didn't know this, but Lucas said this horse is known for something in its pre-walk, or like it's getting ready, it's warming up, as you will, it's hotting up. It just walks around with a fucking 11-pound fucking erect cock, slapping the jockey's legs, and just I don't know how you could you could race with a horse.
I don't know how the horse runs with that in between its legs, bro.
Look, it was about 3 inches. Fuck, that was a sight to see.
We won't put a photo on screen, but
we won't.
if you want to look for it, linebacker.
Yeah, give it a search and back it for the next race it's in. That's all for horse racing, though.
Fired up.
That's all for that part of the podcast. I believe we have some cricket chat, though.
Got
James.
a little bit of cricket chat. Look, it's still these 1 days against England. Unfortunately, our 14-game winning streak came to an end.
Yeah, I've seen that, and that's tough.
And then we lost another. But then we won the 5th game.
Yeah, that's what
Duckworth's
matters.
Lewis system. We win the series.
We win the series. That's what matters.
Sorry. I forgot about old Stern. Duckworth
Again.
Lewis Stern
You've
system.
done like 3 times this year,
Sorry,
mate.
Stern. Sorry, Stern.
Stern. Yeah, so again, we're just the best in the world.
Around.
As soon as
win.
it got to sudden death, it was like, oh, that's right.
Now we got to win.
And Duckworth Lewis Stern.
Thank you,
England just turned on
Duckworth.
their weather.
To be
and-
fair, they won a game like that as well.
Yeah.
I think that's how they broke the streak.
How dare
Either
they?
that or the other one.
Those
Yeah.
cheating bastards. Until it came into our favour. And
You
then
know what England got though? They got the moral.
they got the
victories.
moral victories, and they won morally. And
Yeah.
look, on to the next versus India.
Look, this summer, India. Border Gavaskar series.
Gonna be hot.
Gonna be
Gonna be
hot.
hot.
That's hotting up.
That'll be hotting up.
That's hotting up.
So look forward to that soon.
That's end of November,
Yeah.
mid-November, end of November.
Look forward to that. Big Bash will be starting again soon. All the cricket will be going again.
For that, yeah.
Look forward to that. Great podcast again, gentlemen.
Yes,
Just
indeed.
buy the hats, buy the stubby holders, follow us on all social medias,
DM
and
Dan.
DM Dan, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.